We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
He's brought down.
It's something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Room to run again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire it.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 75 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with McFarland. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Now in his 4th year out of Alabama, there's Dalvin Tomlinson making another nice play up front. He's been one of the strong points of this Giants defense.
From the gun on 3rd down. Dobbs, open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. On 1st down, McFarland. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, McFarland pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Anthony McFarland.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Dobbs going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Here's Jones, throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. He's got Smith here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. From the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 8-yard.
Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
On 1st down, they'll start with McFarland. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. throwing here. Dobbs going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It got his man complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 93 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
I can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle made at
the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. The 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And no good. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's McFarland. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, McFarland. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
On first down, McFarland. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. On the give, this is McFarland. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Pittsburgh.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dobbs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Defensively by Logan Ryan.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Boswell on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
5 Boswell's kick is good.
Kick is good.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
He's got a man, complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dexter Lawrence.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll have another 1st down and more. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go. No one downfield there to stop him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
It's 2nd and...
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Dobbs. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Gain of 9 yards.
Well, that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. They'll run on first down. McFarland, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Again, McFarland. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 27 yards there, a first down.
Ryan on the tackle.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 24. They'll run here with McFarland. Again, he finds an opening. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Giants.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
4-yard line.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now Jones on 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, McFarland. He's got a first down past the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the ground, it's McFarland. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Lorenzo Carter.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Brings up 2nd.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. McFarland once more. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
McFarland.
A 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Dobbs to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's fielded at the 45. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. To throw again, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Throwing, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line. That's the end of
back now here at MetLife Stadium.
Steelers 31.
It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 15 now. Dobbs. Ebron caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
On the play. And a Steeler 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. You can't
running with McFarland. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
McKinney on the tackle.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now again, right side. McFarland. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
The stop made by
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that 1st win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win? It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield.
All day, baby. Come on.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Steelers 38.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
To kick off.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Dobbs is throwing. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Anthony McFarland
taking it in from the 20. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Giants 28.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Check 55, Mike. Switch up, switch up. Mike 55. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing again. Jones. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Intercepted.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of...
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mark 56.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brought down by Jabril Peppers. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Dobbs on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Tonight's final.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.